Okay. You should be able to hear me now. I hope. And yeah, you can't hear me. Okay, just testing. And you can hear what's going on the screen. So let me just launch Synapse real quick. Get my keyboard going because it'll do like the flag colors and stuff, which I really like. There we go. And then I just changed the input on my computer, but that should be fixed now. Alrighty, let's do this. I changed my field of view last race, so I need to go back to 130. 132, looks good, okay.
Make sure you do use the blend line. We got a tough official here today, guys. Thanks for reminding our P's and Q's.
Okay. Black flag, because I didn't say blue cone. Yeah, well, good thing we're getting on a little early to practice. The race doesn't start till 5:15 Mountain Time.
Car stopped on the bottom.
I'm up to 34th fastest, which isn't that great. Shifted a little bit too early there.
21.995.
Maybe I shouldn't downshift, I don't know.
front of you. He's just on the bottom. He's on the bottom. 21, 27, 8, 1.
Okay, well that would have cooked my tires, so I'm gonna have to go back in anyways. Maybe I'll watch some of these guys. Yeah, let's see. Results. Who's going fast? I mean, I did a 21.7, and these guys are doing 21.1s up here, so... This guy's second fastest. Let's watch him. He's not shifting down, doesn't look like. Sliding a lot. Oh, okay, that didn't help me. This is when I loaded into the game. Looks like he's doing qualifying laps. You can hear him playing with the gears there, but I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna practice. I didn't really learn anything from that, but whatever. I'll try without shifting, and then I'll try with shifting. Shifting down to third. That's what I mean. Too much. Look at that. Oh, I just killed it in that corner, but it's still faster to stay in fourth, it looks like.
21.5, 6, 1. Gosh dang it. Earl, you need to get a better look at that. Looking at that on TV, that looks pretty bad to me.
Okay, well I'm up to 30th fastest. But I can't finish a lap.
Low one on the bottom.
I tried to go a little bit too early there. I'm just gonna let it roll. Okay, I'm gonna just slow down a little bit.
Outside. Clear. Outside. They're by half. Slow one in front of you on the bottom.
Well, the bottom, quarter lap faster, quarter second faster. Up to 15.
Slow car in front of you on the bottom. 21.546.
Okay, so if I probably rather be slow in, fast out.
21.3.
So slow down a little bit faster. That way I can get on the gas a little faster as well. Or slow down sooner, I should say. Top 10. So if I roll it through the middle of the corner, that's what's gonna work best. But I have to stay at the bottom of the track. If I stay at the bottom of the track, let's start. Brake earlier, so you can get on the gas earlier. Stay at the bottom of the track. Don't get into the gas until you can roll into the throttle without getting off the bottom of the track. So if you get on the gas too early, you'll just go up the track a little bit. I'm just kind of talking out loud to myself, trying to remember what I need to do. I'm sure this race is probably like 60 laps long if I had to guess. And there will be cautions, so I may have to uh, do a couple pit stops, but I'm suspecting. I don't know. It depends on what split I'm in. My I rating's not super high, so I could be in a lower split, and there could be a ton of crashing. That tends to happen at short tracks on these official races, but we'll see. I also didn't look at any tire wear. I should have looked at that before I clicked out of the practice session, but to see kind of how much tire wear you get in however many laps that was, 10 or something. Well, at first glance, I might be in a higher split because I'm 13th, which means 12 of these guys have a higher I rating than I do. And I think there's probably 20 of us, or 22 on this race, so we'll see.
Running you against the wall. Outside. You're clear. Spin, spin. Slow one on the bottom. I don't know what happened to him. Side, quarter. You're clear. Go to your pit box, please. Pit box. Go to your pit box.
Okay. Didn't get too much practice there. I haven't done any practice side by side with anybody, so we'll see how that goes. But if I qualify well enough, then it should be not too crazy. People up front tend to be more reserved, but I guess that depends on the stage of the race. At the beginning of the race, there can be fast guys who are super aggressive and don't care about getting wrecked, so we'll see.
Green flag, green flag.
That cost me.
21.307. Pick a flag in the hand out here.
Well, there we go to the top of the board. We'll see if that sticks. Nope. But pretty good. First, the first lap kind of hurt me, but then, I mean, it wasn't even that bad though. It was just a tenth off, and then I beat my best lap by 0.03 of a second, so hit my best lap in qualifying, so that's pretty good. Now I'm in third, it looks like, so we'll see once all these guys qualify, but 21.2 is pretty good. Like in the big practice session with everyone who's registered for this race. Um, there's about 60 or 70 people in there, and the top qualifiers were like 21.05 to the 21.1s. So 21.2 isn't bad. I'm definitely not in the top split, I don't think, but probably one of the middle ones, if I had to guess. So, but as you can see, there's probably a couple guys. Like my first couple laps were in the 21.7s, and there's some guys who didn't even qualify with the 21.7. They're 21.8. So they either haven't practiced or they're just a little slower. But we'll see how we do. 60 laps it looked like for the race, and there will be cautions. So I'd say this race will probably last. What, the laps are 20, let's say they're 25 seconds on average with like cautions and stuff. Because cautions, they'll probably be like 40 something. Hopefully, there's not too many cautions. This race should last about 30 minutes, I'd guess. We'll see. That would be averaging 30 seconds a lap, so. And we'll probably, if we don't get many cautions, the tire will probably fall off 2 seconds. But again, I don't know because I didn't really pay attention to that. To how the tire wear was, how the tires were affected. So, but it looks like we'll probably be starting third, which is good. We'll be starting on the inside line. We just got to make sure we don't get pummeled from behind, because that can definitely happen, especially we're in D class, or I guess we're in C class with the trucks. But definitely don't want to get our race ruined right at the start of the race. So hopefully people are patient. I won't push the issue. I'll try to stay on the bottom lane. But at this point, I just want to finish races. I hate waiting for a race all day. Or in this case, in this case, it literally was all day. I worked all day. And then getting into a race and getting crashed in the first lap. It's super dumb. But we'll see. Starting third.
Just watch your inside going into turn 1. We see that hero lock, guys dive into the inside. The road's closed.
I forgot to turn this mirror off. I remember saying I was going to turn that off to try to give me better frames per second. I don't think I can do it from here though. No. It should be fine though. I didn't really notice any drops during practice or anything when there's a ton of guys on track, so it should be fine. And while we're pacing, we've got 2 laps to green. While we're pacing, we're going to hold the brake pedal a little bit. Try to get some heat into the brake. And you'll be able to hear it like screeching. Get some heat. And that way, when we go into the first turn at speed, we push on the brakes and they're already warmed up, you know. Looks like we've got, I should have went the other way, 2.
You have 2 additional sets of tires for this race.
See,
Be smooth and have a good run.
2 tires in the race, 2 sets of tires to change, so.
for you new guys, it may not be a bad idea if you get some of the blue paper towels, set them up on the wall. Make sure that you blotch your sneakers before you jump off the wall. That'll help dry them up because your feet are still going to be wet back there behind the wall.
Oh, alright, let's do this. Let's hope no one wrecks us first lap. We can get some clean laps going, and I'd really like to see how I do, in a longer race. Especially since I only had about 20 minutes of practice.
You're ready to go here, buddy. Pace car's off. Are you ready? Green flag. Outside. Outside.
Damn it.
Caution. How was your forward drive there towards the end of that little run we just did? Hey man, what are you thinking now? You're getting all your RPMs? What do you think it might be? Toe, throttle, what are you thinking?
Killed it there.
You ready for riding on the clamp?
After I said all that stuff,
You gotta
push it, and then I just got loose. To the outside of me. Oh, balls. Well, I'm guessing that's going to be a fatal. Repairs needed. Usually that's a bad sign. So, did all that, and I said all that about not wanting to crash, only to crash myself like an idiot. Oh well. Well, that'll be the end of this stream. And I'll be in the transition of moving in the next couple days, so I probably won't be streaming for probably a week at least. So I will talk to everyone next time. Everyone have a good one. Sorry for screwing that up. It was super